Greetings everyone, it's IT2. Today I want to talk about my TBR because I have been updating it a bit. Here's my plans for 2023. So far I'm just about done with the last Cradle books. I've got all those read. I got the first 4 Murderbots read. I want to start on the Culture pretty soon. Wise Man's for Name of the Wind worked great. Robin Hood #1, Assassin's Apprentice or whatever. I want to start that pretty soon. Also the Sandersons, a couple of those. Let's see, I've read Malice and Valor this year. I still got to read these other 4. I still want to read an actual Michael Crichton, not this Daniel Wilson one that I read already. Doesn't really count. I forgot about Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the George R. R. Martin one. I've got some other Stephen Kings here I've added in. Tommy Knocker, Salem Slot Fairy Tale, Dark Half, Jade City I just read, so mark that one out. I do want to read these other 2. I'm going to keep going with the series, even though it wasn't really my cup of tea. Finished The Expanse this year. That was really good. I'm going to read this one probably maybe next or on the side of the Magician duology, which is here. Boy's Life I want to read pretty soon too. Intensity I want to read pretty soon. 6 Ways to Defend a Walled City, I added this one. I've read it, but then I realized there's 2 more of those, so I want to read those pretty soon. And then I got the Brent Weeks trilogy. I got one of the Neil Stevenson books. I want to see what he's like. Then I've got Joe Hill, Heart-Shaped Box, and I've also got over here for next year, The Fireman. Now that I've got it and I looked at it, it looks really fucking sweet, so I want to put it this year. I want to move this one to there. So Horns, maybe next year. City of Bone, I want to start on the Cassandra Clare, Mortal Instruments. Project Hail Mary, I'm going to get from the library. Empire Silence, I want to start that pretty soon. Maybe that will be my June series. And then The Big Short. And then some of these whenever I get a chance. And a couple of Jim Butcher books that I was missing from the Dresden Files. And yeah, the Kings of the Wild. That's pretty much it for this year. If I can get all this done, the Odd Thomas books, yeah, that's pretty much. I think I can get more read than maybe this even. Because how many is this? This is like. This goes down to like 60, so it's like 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 71. Plus another 17. That's not even 100 books. So if I can get 100 books, I can take some of these from next year, move them over to here. Like the Magicians, I want to maybe move that one over to here. I want to get on the, maybe get that one read. Cradle 11 was already on this list. So yeah. Will White the Captain, maybe move that one over to here. So then next year, I'm planning on finishing up the next 3 books of Culture after I read these 3. Starting on a couple of the Wheel of Time books. I've actually got the first 3, so maybe make this 3 instead of 2. Lord of the Rings, I might try to knock that out next year. Promise of Blood, 5th season. I might actually read the whole trilogy if that's really good, because somebody said it was like even better than their favorite book. It's like shouldn't even be counted as the top 10 list. It's so good. I've heard other people say it was bad, so I don't know if it's good or not. Children of Time, Bader Tchaikovsky. I've got to start on that. I wish I could get to that this year. Maybe I'll save that for my Christmas present if I get done way early with all these other books. Sleep and Sleep Stars with Paolini. Trader's Blade. I've got 2 of those. Time of Dread, Blood, and Courage. Oh, those are the other. Yeah. Okay. Shadow of What Was Lost by Allington. Need to read that. Justice of Kings. A couple of those. I may try to fit in the next trilogy of Joe Abercrombie, even though I didn't like the first one. And I got the Prince of Thorns, King of Thorns. I got some more Stephen King. This is supposed to come out like later this year. I might not be able to hold off that long on that. And then I got 2 Fat Boys, Pride of the Orange Tree and Day of Fallen Night. I don't know if I'm going to like them. They look freaking sweet. And then I got the whole Hitchhiker's Guide box set up there. I want to read that. They're pretty fast, probably. Got some more Jim Butcher series. I want to check those out and see if any of those are any good. I got Piranesi. Maybe I could fit that in this year because that's pretty short. Lightning Thief. I want to see if that's any good. And I got God's Grave and Dark Dawn. That's the next 2 of the night. What was it called? Nevernight? Is that even on this list? Nevernight. Oh yeah, right there. So I want to finish that. The Diabolic. Oh yeah, that's another one of those young adult ones. Caraval also. Want to check those out. Daughter Smoke and Bone trilogy. V.E. Schwab. Want to check out those. Fires of Vengeance. That's the second one of Rage of Dragons. If that turns out to be good, I'll read that. I did take off the other Dragonbone Chair trilogy, so that shortened up my year this year. Reamdy, or like another Neil Stevenson book. I know this one's at the library. I got that Nora Roberts book that looks really cool. I'm going to try that. And then we got the next trilogy of Robin Hobb for next year. City of Ash. Oh, that's another Mortal Instruments. So that's like one a year. Empire in Black and Gold. That's the guy that wrote James S. A. Corey. So your Fantasy also. I want to check those out. And then Long Press Quartet. Right? Is that the same guy? Oh, that's Adrian Tchaikovsky's Empire in Black and Gold. This one is from Daniel Abrams? Anderson? What's his name? Daniel Abraham. And then I want to start on Malazan next year, which is super ambitious because that's going to be a whole deal because it's supposed to be real hard to read and confusing. Horns, and then coming back up here for the extra books. So this is like 60-ish, maybe actually like 58. And then we got these other Will White books. He's got a whole 2 other different series I want to kind of check out. Mother of Learning, Monster Hunter Guardian. That's like the one. What's his name? Larry Correa. There's so many authors I'm trying to keep in my head right now. It's insane. The other 2 Magicians books, which maybe I can fit in this year if this one is like super fast to read. Ninth House, I kind of want to read that one this year. Hellbent, Scythe, first one of the arc of a Scythe. Empire of the Vampire, I've got to get that for Christmas or something because that's a big boy. It's going to cost a lot of money. Poppy War, I don't have any of them yet, but I kind of wanted to get that. And I got Addie LaRue now, so I could maybe fit that one in this year. I'm trying to fit as many as I can in. 2 more V. Schwabs. I got that new Sanderson, Trust the Emerald Sea, and the Casimir. I've got Dark Shade of Magic 3. There's 3 of those. I think maybe that one's it. Maybe I doubled that one up. Maybe that's the second one. I don't remember. Yeah, maybe this is. I think these are all V. Schwabs too. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I want to read that. Maybe around Halloween. There's another Stephen King. Joyland I forgot about. And I got the 4 Sin and the Sins book and the 4 Dandelion Dynasty books I wanted to read. Sword of Kagan and Jim Butcher's son's book, Dead Man's Hand. I'm probably leaving a lot of books out that I want to read. But kind of overbooked myself for next year. Hoping I can take some of these, put them onto this side, cram it all in there, and just cram it real hard. And if I can get through the next till like 2025, I should be ready to start reading books at a normal rate, like everyone else does, and like reading them as they come out, new and things. Just trying to play catch up with all these other booktubers and stuff. It's like they're all like way farther ahead of me as far as everybody has read so much stuff, and I don't know what they're talking about, and it kind of annoys me. But yeah, that's the plan. I got a lot of books on my plate here. Just gonna throw that out there. How do I turn this off?